Hello, Good News Day participants. I'm excited to be with you. My name is Megan Harrington, and I'm a senior producer at Family Theater Productions, which is in the heart of Hollywood. I feel fortunate to work for a company whose mission is to create content for family that inspires, educates, and entertains. It's something we really need in the world of media. Our companies like Family Theater, providing content for families. I'm certain that my Catholic faith has empowered me to pursue my passions and to stay true to myself. It is the greatest gift I possess is my faith. I want to introduce you today to a friend of mine, Father Patrick Peyton. I first met Father Peyton, who passed away in 1992, when I was asked to produce a documentary called Pray, the Story of Patrick Peyton, and it was life-changing for me. Father Peyton is an incredible model of perseverance, of faith, of love of the Blessed Mother, and of Jesus Christ. He was a force of nature. He ended up in the course of his life speaking to over 28 million people. He worked with all the stars of his day: Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Lucille Ball. I know for many of you that won't probably mean anything. So Tom Cruise, Chris Pratt, Katie Holmes, just all of the stars of the day said yes to Father Peyton, because Father Peyton's mission was really simple. He wanted families to pray together. And they believed in his purity and his humility of heart. He was very transparent. So Father Peyton works with all of these stars. He meets all these people all over the world at these massive rosary rallies where they would bring, in some cases, 2 million people would show up to listen to him speak. And this is a kid from Adimas County, Mayo. Poor. What he described his childhood actually as materially poor, but spiritually rich. And you know what was the game changer was his parents would bring the family together for prayer, the rosary, every night. And he said the image of seeing his father kneeling with his mother was so impactful to him as a young boy. It stayed with him the rest of his life. And the reason, I believe, that he was able to do what he did was the foundation that his parents set. So again, Father sees and meets all of these wonderful people, just an ordinary person. Again, a call to all of us. God calls the most unlikely people to do his work, and that's what he did in Father Peyton. He wasn't a good speaker, but when he got up in front of those crowds, the Holy Spirit took over and did the rest. And he pleaded, and he just, you couldn't help but be mesmerized when he spoke. And we had the great fortune of talking to a lot of people who either worked for him or knew him, but also have been impacted by his legacy. So Father Peyton is 80, so he's nearing the end of his life. And he's asked by a reporter, what was the greatest event of your life? And again, I can't stress enough all of the incredible experiences he had in his life and all the people that he met and popes and this ordinary priest. And he said, the most important and greatest event of my life was that I was born into a family rosary home. If it weren't for that, nothing worthwhile would be in my life or in my work. That was the greatest event. Family prayer, his parents setting that example would change his life. And I think it's a message for all of us, for parents, for children, for individuals, of the power of prayer and the power of witnessing others in prayer. So I hope you enjoy the trailer, and keep calm and pray on.
If I were to tell you this story, you say, you're a liar. Seriously, you can't make it up. You really cannot make it up. It's as simple as that.
A crowd estimated at 500,000 people gathered today in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. Father Patrick Peyton drew the largest crowd in the history of San Francisco.
I'd like to speak to you about a remarkable man, Father Patrick Peyton.
Father Patrick Peyton.
Patrick Peyton. Father Patrick Peyton.
Father Patrick Peyton. I know a man who has dedicated his life teaching others what prayer can do.
People try to describe Father Peyton, and it's almost like trying to carry water in your hands. It slides through.
It was almost unbelievable. You'll be looking around and all these people are here to listen to him.
The energy level was like somebody who was superhuman.
You might be saying with your voice, Hail Mary, full of grace, but your heart is telling God just what I said. Dear God, I love you.
People would be in tears listening to him because he had such a powerful voice. It was just unreal to think that a young boy from the parish was mingling with all the film stars.
He never came back with an American accent. He was always Irish.
He was capable of anything, apparently. We didn't know it at the time.
I want to talk to you about my dear friend and mentor, Father Patrick Peyton.
He was a little bit of a brat when he was a teenager. You know, he was no saint, let me tell you.
I'm for God, for peace, for justice, mercy, truth, love.
He might have gotten knocked down, but he always got up.
I'm for stronger homes and loftier lives and the better use of time.
It was uncanny now, the way that people reacted to his voice. It surely was coming from God.
But first of all, I'm for prayer, family prayer.
The family that prays together stays together.